Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make an Xbox Series S house. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please do remember to hit that like button as it really helps me and the channel out very much. This is the amount of space required to make your Xbox, a 15 by 9 block area as represented by the white concrete grid on the ground, which you are more than welcome to make if you want to plan out your world. Here are all of the materials that you will need to make your build. Please do make sure that you have access to all those materials and enough of them as well. So now that we have all of our stuff, we can get started. I'm going to begin by coming all the way over to the back left hand corner of the grid. Begin by placing a row of 15 white concrete extending right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then extend towards you by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Extend all the way over to the left and then join back to where you first started to make a rectangle. On each one of the 4 corners of the rectangle, place 25 white concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. To which we are then going to extend all the way over to the right, and then we're going to join down to this corner. In addition to this, we are going to take these top 2 corners here all the way up at the top, and we're going to extend them backwards, and we're going to join them down as well. So the top 2 corners will extend them back, and then down we'll join them all together just in a large rectangular shape just like this, and eventually we will have something which should look like that. Perfect, so that is what we want to have. So now that we have formed this shape, we can start adding a few details to it. So let's start with the right side here. So on this right side, I'm going to take this inwards corner here and I'm going to place 1 white concrete in like the back right corner of the empty space. I'm going to extend it left. And then above this, I'm going to place a door. So usually this would actually be a USB port, but we're using a door instead. I want to have a set of stairs that extends from the ground up here. So if you leave a gap of 1, place a stair, and then an upside down one behind, and then one on top, then you've got a nice little staircase here too. Above the door, I'm going to place white concrete, and then above that, black concrete, above that, white concrete, and then I'm going to place a button extending out. Come all the way up to the upper left hand corner of this area and place a white concrete in the corner, and then underneath that place a sea lantern, right of that grey, then a sea lantern. Underneath this you want the same thing but reversed, so you want like a sea lantern underneath the grey and then grey underneath the sea lantern, and finally we want to place a grey concrete underneath the sea lantern and then sea lanterns in the 2 corners. And just to chop this up a little bit, I'm going to recommend that you fill this entire side in using white concrete. So from the bottom all the way up to the top, I'm just going to place some white concrete extending all the way up, and eventually, after a while, forget how big this thing is, we will have this side filled in. And we might even go ahead and do the opposite side as well. So now that we have that all nice and filled in, we've got our entrance, I'm going to fill this side in as well. So just to do the opposite. And we might even also tackle the back as well, get the majority of this all filled in before we start moving on to some of the more interesting parts of this build. So we've done a good portion of this, and we will have done even more once the back is filled in, like more than over half of it, really. So now that we have filled in this side, I'm just going to move to the back. I'm going to completely fill this in with white also. But on the front of the build, we have the big giant, well, it looks like a speaker. I'm not 100% sure, to be completely honest. I guess it's kind of like just an area for cooling, but it looks like a giant speaker to me. So, like, it's going to be a big black circle that is on the front of the build, so we have to add that. And then there's some meshing on the top of the build. And then we have my personal favorite part of this. We're going to be making a controller, kind of just a balance in front of the build as well, so that's going to be pretty cool. And we're just going to continue filling all of this in. It's a little bit tedious, but we're almost at the top now, which is cool. And then we can start doing all of the things that I mentioned. And you know what? As we are at the top, right? So at the top here, all I'm going to recommend you do is, starting from one of the corners, place a sequence of blocks that eventually, it essentially is this. You want to place light grey concrete alternating between white concrete and light grey, and you just want to fill in left to right the entire top of the Xbox. So this is kind of like, once again, kind of like that mesh pattern. It's the same sort of thing that we're going to be doing on the front, except I suppose it's not mesh. I've not made the pattern mesh on the front because it is pretty much like a solid black circle, pretty much. Whether there's any like holes or indentations in it when you actually get your hands on one of them, I don't know. But this is what we're working with right now, and you can see really good portion of this made now. So what do we do next? We come all the way up to the top front left-hand corner of your Xbox, and we want to place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4 white concrete going right of the corner and underneath a black concrete. Extend it to the right by 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you want to go down, right, like that. Then we're going to go down by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left, down, and then left by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up, left, and then you would once again go up by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then right up, right. Perfect. So that should sit quite nicely in the center of the top of your Xbox, and we're just going to fill this in using black concrete, and then all the way around it we're going to be filling it in using white concrete. Highly contemplating doing this top portion, kind of like working our way down first, or a little bit partially working our way down. So I think I'm going to take white concrete and extend the bottom of the circle to the left, and then I'm just going to fill in this little gap here. And on the right as well, I'm just going to take this area and I'm just going to fill this little gap in as well, just on the right using the white concrete. Then I'm going to come all the way down to the bottom, and then I'm going to fill it up from the bottom to the top. So just like this. And then that leaves all but one thing, and I'm pretty excited about doing this last thing. As I said, it's probably one of the, probably my favorite part of this. I mean, the Xbox is cool and all, but I just like the controller added in there. Just because it's nice and colorful, it kind of like breaks up the solid shape that we kind of have. So, you know, it's nice and awesome having this. I mean, this looks really cool, but I really like the controller too. So, come all the way down to the bottom left-hand corner of your build, and I'm just going to grab everything that I need for the controller, and hopefully this is everything, but, you know, it uses a few materials. So, white concrete, both of the quartz blocks, the stairs and the slab. We'll then need, directly after that, we'll need red concrete, and then we will need polished blackstone bricks, polished blackstone brick wall, I should say. We will need sea lanterns, we will need buttons, and we will need all of the colors as well that we have here. So let's just grab one of them. We'll grab, I don't know, blue, why not? But we'll need lime and yellow as well. Bottom left hand corner of the front of your Xbox, you want to move to the right by 1. Place a white concrete and then 4 on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place a sideways smooth quartz stairs and extend that to the right by 7 using white concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the opposite side, place a smooth quartz stairs, and underneath it, white concrete, red concrete, join down to the ground using white. Go left, up, and then go left by 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, left, down, fill the middle of this in. So, as a matter of fact, we didn't even need to add this red concrete here, which is kind of funny. But you can extend the red concrete forwards one, right? Destroy the block behind it, place a white concrete, and then you can take the quartz stairs, you can extend them forwards. The blocks in and above from the quartz stairs, you want to place quartz slabs and then extend those forwards as well. And what we want to do next is we want to decorate this. So, where we have this red concrete here, I'm going to left of this place a white concrete, and left of that a light blue. I'm going to get rid of the red concrete and the blue, and I'm going to get lime and yellow. On top of the white concrete, we want yellow, and underneath just leaves lime. Left of the lime, we are going to place a yellow... My bad. We're going to place a white concrete. What am I talking about? I'm crazy over here. And then we're going to place a polished black stone in front, next to it, and then a blackstone brick wall in front of that block. Left of this, we're going to place a white concrete and then a blackstone brick. Left of this, we're going to place 2 white concrete. And then above, we're going to place a blackstone brick. And then we could even just place like another blackstone. Above each one of these central blackstone bricks, I'm going to place white concrete and then buttons above. Above the middle of this, I'm going to place a sea lantern. So, if you then extend all of the remaining white concrete blocks that we have, of which they are numerous, extend them all towards you, then we should have something which should look pretty good. A little something like this. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the controller. And I think you might agree, hopefully you'll agree, that the build looks way, way better with the controller than without it. So very, very happy with that. So this is what your Xbox will look like once it has been 100% fully completed, ladies and gentlemen. Whilst I haven't went through the interior with you, I am going to show you what I have designed. This is designed to be a house and laid out to be a house. So just in the background, I'm going to show you what I have for the interior whilst I say my goodbyes. I do hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do remember to hit that like button, as it really helps me in the channel out very, very much. If you're new around here, please do consider subscribing and clicking the little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. If you do want to make anything else by me, check out the card system and the description below for more. You'll be able to make all sorts of different things. Like I can't even describe to you the amounts of weird and different kinds of builds that go on the channel. You're just going to have to check it out for yourself. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.